On last Saturday, I've been to a classic party, and I've heard BU40 and Feel My Drums from you, and I've just realized that you are at least 15 years in the scene. Please tell us a short story about how did you meet each other.
Working in an office above his studio, he said to me, I keep hearing music from downstairs, and I was like, and then a friend of mine said, I said I want to go in the studio and make some music, and a friend, come here, and as we was driving, I was like, this is where my girlfriend's office is, and basically where she had been working was where Justin had his studio, and got introduced to each other and got on really well, and that's how it just that's the history of it, really, so.
Okay. We here at Hungary's most famous Wednesday Club Night's 10th birthday. How did you prepare for this event? Do you have something special for us today? A lot of people is out there waiting for you.
I don't know. I don't think you can ever. You don't know what to expect. I mean, I didn't know a lot about the history of tonight, but you just prepare in the way that you always prepare, really. Just get your music.
Just play the music that you always play and hope that they'll appreciate. Whatever in there, and you hope that the people will like what you're doing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so, but hopefully they will like it, so.
I think today they will definitely gonna like it. Okay.
Great party, looks like it's a great party, so hopefully there'll be people will like it,
Okay, before this interview, I wanted to check your website and your MySpace.
We were talking about.
So you already know. So you already know the question.
In a way, I think it's. We've never really been that interested in publicising ourselves, and maybe that's done us a favour, really, But
people love hyping themselves up and websites, and if you look at their MySpace page, they've got like 30 gigs, every week. But if you actually know them people, you know that they're not actually working. They've got 30 gigs. It's all hype, and
that's the only way to be different is not to be like that, really, because that's how most people are these days.
That's how the industry is. It's all about hype, and I don't think I get embarrassed when something gets hyped up and people don't, that wasn't what they expected, and I think hype can be a damage to your image or your whatever you're doing. I think sometimes it keeps the being less
mysterious. That's the word, really.
When we started out, there was no internet really. There was none of this website stuff. So it was all done by fax machines and phone calls and word of mouth and people talking to each other on the phone. From now, it's all about just looking at MySpace, and there's a lot of talented people out there that are getting missed. You know what I mean? I can understand. That's why MySpace and etc. is really good for them, for the people trying to make a name for ourselves. I think we've done okay with not really having the publicity machine behind us. So I feel, I'm quite happy.
Tacky, really. I think it's tacky sometimes when you really try and push your name and stuff like that. It just feels tacky to me, really. And they've never really been like that, really. They've never really been like that.
This week I was listening to a lot of your albums, your releases, your mixes, and I was just preparing for this party, and I was thinking about how could I define your style, and I was thinking about until the beginning of this year, I would call it like tribal house, something around that. How would you define your nowadays stuff?
Nowadays I don't really want to like the tribal things in the area. That was what we got really into it, and we was going to Miami a lot, and if you look at a lot of DJs, we've got a lot of big DJs now that are probably famous for a different genre of music. If you hear them from that era, they was exactly the same as us, but what has kept us going and probably made us longevity is that we've never just wanted to be one style. We never deliberately wanted to be tribal house. We were doing loops of using African drum loops or loops of drums way before it got popular, and it got popular, and it's nothing that we deliberately did. But as soon as it got popular, we was like, whoa, it's not. With what makes us into what we make and music is the fact it's always evolving, And that's what we always want to do. We don't want to just be famous for one thing. You want to just be happy and producing. You know, we love house music, we love deep house, we love all genres of this style of music, you know, rather than just being... And I think sometimes if you look at certain big DJs that are labelled trance DJs, now they want to shake that label off. They can't. And now people, you know, and I think that's what's done us...
Yeah. Keep people guessing and just keep trying to move on to the next thing, really, before you get pigeonholed for too long.
There was a game before this party that you could win tickets to this event, and the question was DJ Premier's words, "Underground will live forever, baby." What do you think about this sentence, and what does it mean for you?
I think it's a difficult thing to explain, but I don't know. I mean, there's always going to be people, you know, who want to find something different, really, and want to be into something that not a lot of other people are into, and that's probably what drives all of music along, you know, not just house music. So, you know, you get people that just want to follow the mainstream and want to be into whatever their mates into.
And the public will follow the mainstream, you know, and people are... For ourselves, you know, we've never deliberately tried to be underground. It's just that's where we're from, and we've always been at the warehouse parties in the early days, and you know, Circa Loco has always been for me like the total disco or club or whatever you want to call it. That's been totally not how the other clubs have worked in Ibiza. So, and that's how people say, yeah, it's underground.
Do you allow to record your sets? And do you allow today? You play a lot of new stuff, maybe today?
Yeah, we're always, and then people get fed up, angry, if they hear that you know, I'll get a lot of my stuff is from friends of mine that have just produced it 3 days ago. They don't want to hear it all over the internet. So, for me, recording sets is not the best thing to be doing.
I think it's hard to relax when you know it's been recorded, really, you know. Subconsciously, you know that. Well, it's not fair. No, it's not fair on that. It's not. That's true as well. But if someone's recording the set, it just makes me. I'm just thinking more about that than, you know, what I should be thinking of. Yeah, which is, you know, what the people in the room that you're playing to right then. Really, you know, it's not a good deal. I don't think, really.
That's the loveliest answer I wanted to hear. So thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.